First of all, I wanted to say I'm so excited to talk to all of you. Congratulations on the movie. It was great. So starting off with a lighthearted question, through the film, all of you really become very archetypal members of like a friend group. You have the kind of the wild friend, the nerd friend, and the dad friend. In your own personal friend groups, who do you think you are?
I'm all three of them in one, to be honest. But I know I'm like the uncle. You feel me? I'm like the fun uncle. Like, is that a? I know it's not a term, and I'm not even about to say it because then somebody gonna hashtag it and it might be inappropriate. But I really feel like I'm all of those because sometimes I can be wild. I'm also very like, go for it. If that's what makes you happy in this moment, go for it. You feel me? So, I want to jump off of this. Go for it. Right. I'm not going to tell you what not to do.
Right.
But
that's very true.
Yeah. So I'm like that. I'm like Uncle Everything.
Right.
Uncle Everything.
Yeah. I think the benefit of having like the different archetypal characters, like, and how they deal with everything in their very different ways, is that at different points in the movie you can see yourself in each one of them. Like, right now I'm definitely on Carlos, or actually Kule is completely right. Actually, Sean, and you kind of go between them, and I think that's great. Like, you really get to just experience all three people's experiences at once.
Exactly.
Right. And if you ask anybody about me, they'll tell you, depending on who you're talking to.
Party animal.
Oh no, there's some people that are like, oh, he's a monster, oh, he's a dad, oh, he's a nerd, and they're all right. They're all right, depending on what the circumstances were. So I like to think I'm more responsible these days.
Man, it's responsible.
Yeah.
A little bit.
3 drinks and that's it.
Yeah. 3 drinks. That's
every day.
But these are all doubles.
Tall boys.
These days is a very relatable tag. Anyway, moving into more of the complexity of the movie. This movie so beautifully blends kind of that classic senior year of college hilarity with a lot of really powerful commentary about police violence and racism. And that's kind of something we don't normally see dissected through the comedic lens. And so how do you feel that where is the role of comedy in talking about these difficult topics?
It's like the lead character, to be honest.
Right.
Comedy is the lead character in most trauma, I feel,
right.
And it's only to make it ingestible to the human mind, so we can continue to kind of be and exist. I feel like in this movie, Carrie definitely balanced it out in a great way of directing. And then KD definitely made sure to write it in a way where it wasn't too overwhelming. You feel me? You want to take the ride along with them, even when the twists and turns come.
Right.
It's not too over drenched in the traumatic situation of racism and or police brutality and or possibility of lives being lost. It's like, as we go about it, we're going to try to laugh through this thing, even in the times where it's like, okay, this is only going to get worse and worse and worse. We just lost oh my gosh, it's still a thing of, okay.
Right, it's fine.
And I think that rings true that, like, some of the most potent emotional movies are also simultaneously very funny because like everyone is always trying to find their joy. Everyone's trying to have the greatest day of their lives. Yeah. And all these things get in the way of it until it's impossible,
Right.
Absolutely. And I think there's something that's very interesting about the fact that this really does toe that line between comedy and horror in a lot of ways, very, very masterfully. How did that affect the way that you played these characters, would you say?
I think for me, and I feel like maybe I'm speaking for my guys as well, we always just approached it with as much respect and truth as possible. Just trying to, I feel like we have a responsibility to tell the truth as actors, and to put yourself in these characters' situations and somebody who maybe isn't always going to be like you. Maybe there's a different perspective, but it's still a human experience. Right. So you have to give it, that authenticity. So I think we all just came at it with a level of truth and respect. And hopefully that, shone through.
Right.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. It was so great to talk to you. Congratulations on the movie.
Thank you.
Thank you.